Right now we're on the corner of Grand, coming up on Aberdeen, where all the magic happened for the Gentiles. I used to remember actually being pushed up and down the street in one of the little carriages because I was too young to walk. By the time I was old enough to walk, we moved to the suburbs. But this was a constant. Holidays, weekends, because Grandpa was still here. This here where this high-rise is going up used to be a gas station. And the bookmaker in the neighborhood run the gas station. His name was Eli. And there was a towing company called Aberdeen Towing there, too, for years.
You know what's wild is that backdrop of the city's right there.
My dad used to say, if you take Grand Avenue, you went too far if you're underwater, because it ends at the lake.
The time of their life. I saw a man, he danced with his wife in Chicago, my hometown.
This is my grandma's house. My dad was actually born in this building. October 29, 1929. Most of the country was jumping out of windows. There was a depression. No depression for the Gentiles. Grandpa was able to feed his horse and drive up and down the alleys and sell produce to the people in the neighborhood.
I saw some of the home videos, yeah.
Never even a minute.
You guys did okay back in the day.
I'm telling you.
Those Christmas videos.
And here, I'll give you one. Every day he'd come out of the house, 2:30 in the morning, he'd be walking to the corner. He walks by an alley and he sees his neighbor, a guy by the name of Don Vigenzine. He was the Black Hand. He was a guy sent from Union Siciliano to tax all the independent little businessmen in the neighborhood.
Give a little picture. It's like Don Fanucci.
There you go. You remember the guy in The Godfather? That's the guy. But he had a son the exact same age as my dad. So my grandfather sees this guy catching a licking in the alley. So he wouldn't do what any other neighbor does. He jumps in and he helps. Now keep in mind, Don Vigenzine was taking $12 a week from Grandpa. Think about how much money that was in 1929. Grandpa helps him out of this jam, and the next week, Don Vigenzine's wife comes over to Grandma and says, "No more. My husband, no more. Stop taking money from Grandpa." Wait, here's a better one. My grandpa was a giant-sized Cubs fan. He gave my grandpa season's tickets because he knew the grandpa didn't work on Sunday. Every home game on Sunday, season's tickets for 2 years in a row. 3 of them. Take my dad and my uncle to the Cubs game. Anybody with any Chicago history knows that a man by the name of Richard Kane met his well-needed demise on the floor of Rosie's Sandwich Shop by a couple of hooded guys wielding shotguns. Middle of the afternoon, on a regular weekday, the gentleman who did that assassination pushed everybody to one side of the building and proceeded to inflict fatal wounds on Mr. Kane. Well-deserved fatal wounds.
A dirty copper.
A dirty copper. That's the guy who was responsible for actually closing my dad's place up. The guy who got killed here. Closed my dad for a lewd and lascivious show. Richard Kane was head of vice back then. And he, because my father wouldn't give him anything, had a big hard-on for my dad. And he wound up getting him closed. Those guys just took my dad out of there and put him somewhere else. And then when he fixed that, they put him somewhere else.
Yeah, your dad went on to thrive, and Mr. Richard Kane?
No, not so good. Not so good. But you know what? I think someone smarter than me said a long time ago, you reap what you sow. If you plant seeds, you got to expect them to grow. If you plant rotten seeds, what's going to grow?